right, welcome. It is time as we begin today. Isula. So, more specifically, we are in Wildmount today as our continent crossing friends have come in search or to search the ruins of Morasmir in search of relics, uh, answers, and adventure. They are seeking to help and continue to push back some darkness has been forth, led by their trusty guide, Carrie, who has been um mostly understanding, excepting sometimes looks like they want to kill Goodnight uh for not listening to them, but has been a good guide and has most recently warned them of using too much light and those types of enabled powers where they currently are in this area, and thusly led them into a place where light and dawn seem to be devoured upon by the creatures within. And as they were discovered by such creatures, they had to deal with them without their usual breadth of powers, which made things a little rough and aggravated by an assault that Shauna had done on this really innocent looking man they just found in the woods. And she decided she might want to kill him. It's like, oh, just murder somebody. And thusly, the two companions that were with them decided we're going to murder this woman who just tried to murder our friend. And Mother Esme, not fully understanding everything that was going on, resurrected this gentleman, upon which the violence seemed to stop. And as Goodnight has put a sword in this man's throat, in a vision of being thankful to Mother Esme, has given her a look, trying to communicate, I don't want to do, like, essentially, I don't want to get these people off of me. Please do so without me having to harm your friends. Thusly, we are where we are. Remember, you can go ahead in the comments and give some of that sweet inspiration here to our crew. They can use once per encounter. And of course, let's see what happens. For support and mocking in good spirited fun are always appreciated. So, here in darkness, what light remains being slowly eked out. And even now, way far off, there's sounds of slurping. There's some more creatures exist, begin to devour what light remains, seemingly unaware of your presence. You carry on looking at all of you tensely. The two currently, the two who had downed Shauna have their sword. They're not currently in a forest bubble because Shauna had lost her concentration, but they have their swords down and now looking at Goodnight, and it is a good old Marquesian standoff amongst everyone. What do you want to do?
So I guess because Esme hasn't done or said anything at this point, she would try to position herself between Goodnight and the person.
so good night. How do you react to this?
Good night is not allowing that to happen. He, like, as she moves in front of him, like, he continues to move around it so the sword's still where it is. He's like, I think we have a problem here, one way or another. We're going to figure this out.
So you don't
Here-
let Esme press herself against the sword. You just keep moving around like a duck goose type of situation.
Yep.
So would that be a roll off?
I would say, well, so what I would say is at this moment, that is what is occurring. And so if Esme wishes to then push it, she may.
Well, I only say it because Esme didn't have a chance to respond during the first action. And I don't know if it was because Goodnight had drawn the weapon after he got close, but if she saw him approaching with the weapon drawn, that could be different.
I see
don't
what
really
you're trying
know
to say. I see
what
what
we're
I
saying.
Perfect. Thank you for explaining. I see what you're trying. Just basically going, Esme simply would not have stood there and allowed that to happen. Which is totally, especially in the last scenes. I'm always good with writing that stuff because it gets towards the end of sessions. So, yeah, I think.
Sadly, I think he actually Misty stepped up there, though.
Was it a Misty Step?
I believe so, yeah. I have it down on my slot. I believe it was a Misty Step. I could be mistaken.
I think. I don't know, does anyone else remember? I don't want to necessarily take away a
think it
Misty
was,
Step.
but I don't remember. Like I had watched it kind of catching up. I don't remember a Misty Step, but then again, maybe I missed it. So
Certainly.
I have
Let's
no
do
recollection.
Yeah, let's let's do. I think contested. This is two physical things. So, Goodnight may choose athletics or acrobatics, and Esme may choose athletics or acrobatics, and we can see kind of just how that works in that split second.
cool.
Sounds good.
Oh, this is not going to be good. Okay. Please be a bad roll. Apparently, I was already unmuted before I tried muting myself to unmute myself. Sorry about that. Yeah, so that's a 26.
Yeah, that beats me.
Okay. So you move, and then okay. So in this moment, you go try to get between, and they're able to just sidestep you to get the sword at the throat.
Good night.
Yes.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Well, his friends tried killing Shauna, and I know Shauna's under attack in this land, so it's her choice, and there can be explaining, and maybe we can come with a mutual understanding.
It was Pelor's will that this person lives.
And I mean, it could be Bahamut's will this person dies or lives. I really don't care one way or another. I will protect Shauna, though.
Then you'll have to kill me.
At that moment, Critters is gonna have his bow with 2 arrows ready at the ready, and this is not the place to be doing this. We're still not out of these woods.
Shauna is going to speak in Zemnian to the wizard, hoping that, recognizing where he's from, well, obviously Palin knows too, but recognizing where he's from, that she's gonna say, I'm pretty sure you know who I am. I know who you are. Let's not play games.
As he speaks Zemnian, I was not playing a game, but it looks like you were.
I was only watching out for me and my friends. I am a wanted traitor. You know this. I have a high bounty on my head.
And you would save the life of my friends and I. I chose simply to not notice, but you've brought up the issue here. By nearly killing me. Or you did kill me.
And my friend has brought you back to life, giving you a second chance. So I suggest that we split our ways. You never met me. I've never seen you.
Palin's still blind. He has no idea what's going on, but he can obviously hear Shauna. So he'll be like whispering into Dewdrop's ear, translating what's going on.
Yeah. Who's talking? Who's talking?
I don't know what's going on, but we killed someone apparently on accident, maybe on purpose. I don't know.
If you want, I can send you back to Rex's room right now. I have a teleportation magic prepared.
Dangerous it is here with. We bear you no harm, nor ill will. We will take our leave after we leave this darkness together.
Understood. I will bear you no ill. I'm sorry for my actions, but again, with what I've done, you should understand where I walk.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm going to use my inspiration here. Yeah, that's a 6. But I can use my magical balance to make it a 11.
Yeah. It goes very well.
And then I say back in common, good night, let him up, is fine. Me and him have spoken. Once we are through this darkness, they will part their ways, and we will part our own.
Good night sheathes the sword as if nothing happened.
Esme kind of just glares at Goodnight while he does that, and then kind of turns to the person and says, whether you're a believer or not, I believe that you've been given an opportunity to do good things in the world. Please make the best of it.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
That is a 9.
I will do my best, and he makes it very plain he's going to cast Death Ward on you. So you do have to be willing, technically.
What is Death Ward?
If you would drop to 0, you drop to 1 instead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Nods, and he goes to his friends. Lit, we all done being assholes.
No, but we can continue.
Is it bad form to suggest that we harvest what we can of these creatures before we continue? I mean, I know there was all this conflict and threatening each other's lives and things, but just, I mean, they're lying right there. And,
How are you feeling, Palin?
above table, I don't remember how I got back to full health, but I am, I think. I think someone healed me.
Yep.
Okay. So in character, he'll just respond. Fine. Why do you ask?
Just checking.
You're in charge. I am your guide, not your boss. But I don't like being here. Do what you will.
In other words, make it snappy.
I can't see anything, and we can't.
Yeah, I was about to say, Palin, you and Dewdrop are normally more better at the harvesting, and you're both technically blind. So,
that's a good point.
would you want to carry the body yourself, and then we could harvest it later?
Well, I can help you with. If you're blind, I can help.
But we can't create light at Mother.
No, it's not light. Oh, you mean not blind?
Can't
You mean he
see,
just can't
yes.
see in the dark?
He's human.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, not me, but yeah, me too.
Regrettably, for now. Yeah.
I can
No,
do
good
night.
points. We should
Good
continue.
night.
I
tomorrow. Yeah. Let's move.
Good night goes to Shauna and says, "You guys can change that."
I'm sure there's ways, dark ways. She cocks an eyebrow, Palin. Let's keep moving.
As long as it looks like the fighting's over and we're gonna start walking again, I will turn into a moorbounder again, so that I can have dark vision and transport Palin. And that's my last wild shape of the day.
And we're seeing. Continue. Go ahead and make us. Do you want to do your stealth checks? Or do
We have
is-
to.
Well, actually,
Yes,
Dewdrop already transformed. She doesn't have the stealth.
I was
thing.
just gonna say, yep, I
Do
just
it.
blew that entirely.
Yeah, so okay, I got it. I'm gonna go with what? Sorry, I almost didn't obey my dice, and that's bad on me. A burst of daylight occurs around you as you hear the three of them begin running quickly away, and there is you hear growls and screams
Okay, that's fine. Can I see? Well, it's daylight now, right? Am I blinded by the daylight? Or can I now see like it's daylight?
It was not blinded. It is simply bright as daylight in 60 feet sphere.
Oh, okay.
Can I fireball them?
This is what I'll say. A lot can occur right now.
Yeah. I don't have to spell magic unless somebody else does.
I wonder if we might take a quick detour. Would you all mind coming with me? Just
All right.
for any kind of reaction.
So, timeout real fast so we can all get on the same page. If that's okay, Matt.
Yeah.
Alright. How far into this darkness are we? Like, are we more than 400 or 500 feet?
Oh yeah, you're thick into this area.
Okay. So, I mean, without trying to just metagame or anything, if I talk too much, just let me know, Matt. My two ideas is either I can cast make literally a stone, all around stone and walls and protect all of us, or I think we have 4 of us that know Dimension Door, and all 4 of us can vamp 400 with 2 people and passenger. We can all vamp 400 feet away and probably not be seen. I mean, unless anyone else has any ideas.
I can take us far away.
Remember, we're not allowed to do anything.
The tree
Plant-
spell was very warned about using your
Yeah.
transport
Yeah.
people.
Ah, shit, that's right. Yeah,
You're
yeah.
allowed. You're
Yeah.
allowed. You were simply
Yes, Richard.
warned it could be rough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say it wasn't like, hey, it doesn't work. It was just like,
Gotcha.
"Oof, that I would not.
Same with the
That's
teleport
right.
magic. And you
Thank
have
you
to-
for the reminder. I'm fast as hell right now, so what do y'all want to do?
I say we leave. We've just gone through 2 battles back to back. We're getting in rougher and rougher shape.
But maybe just like a parting lightning bolt or fireball or
I
You
feel
can
like
cast whatever you want from my back.
What? Yeah. If you can do this, all I'll say is, I think. Well, in the moment he goes, we need to go now, and he starts running. Like there's a moment he's terrified. He goes, and so every little bit of non-action dash, all these things are gonna matter because a light was just cast in the darkness here.
that's why I think we should just get out of here.
Does 4 people have a
I have door.
dimension? Oh.
I think the plan is to go. Let's
Okay.
get characters' reactions and
All right.
stop the
That's-
above if everyone's okay
Okay.
with it.
Yep.
So let's just whoever would like to go, if someone would like to go first, and as long as there's no objections.
I guess I can. Good night says, let's get out of here. I'll meet you 400 feet away. Bonus action, Misty. Step to the guide, grab the guide, and then Dimension Door. 400 feet in the way he's going. I think it's 400 feet Dimension Door. Let me verify.
It's 500.
Yeah.
500
Damn, nice.
and
Then he said 500 and would vamp 500.
it's really interesting. In the moment, he won't go. He's not going to leave people behind, and so you end up going by yourself.
No.
Moordrop will run in the direction that he was headed, or he is headed. I've got, as a Moorbounder, I've got 70 feet, and I'll dash. And I've got Palin on my back.
Okay.
I think Palin's just holding on, and then kind of begrudgingly looking at the other group as they're fleeing, and kind of muttering to himself, it's actually quite inspired tactic.
Critters is gonna wait till everyone else has decided to start moving, and I still have my summon with, and I'm gonna have my summons just start dancing underneath the sunlight or the daylight.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah.
Shauna's
I can-
going to move, and as everyone else keeps moving, but she is going to cast a Vortex Warp. I need a con save on the wizard.
Okay. Con save from the
18.
Do you think I can see him, Matt? Do you think I can see this happening?
No, he's not in the daylight,
Damn. Okay.
and you're blinded. That is going to be a 21.
Okay. And then I'll just keep running.
Okay. So Goodnight's far away. Everyone else is running. Shauna essentially ran 30 feet.
Yep.
Esme?
She'll run.
Run with. Yeah, I'll run with Shauna.
And Critters will double dash run. It's 135.
Perfect. All right, then in that case, the light that you were still in, Shauna, goes from bright to dim. As running towards you, you see this dark creature. Okay. Back here. It's going. Okay. So I would say around you there are 3 that have got into the area immediately. Quickly through the darkness. So give me an initiative now here.
You want initiative from everyone?
Yes, please.
$12.
Okay. Yeah, I just need Marvellus. I don't see Marvellus's.
It's coming.
I may
Oh,
have
yeah.
missed it. What did you say were in there?
It is 3 of the Dawn Drinkers.
It should come up at 23, Matt.
Thanks. All right. I'm going to say they are in the midst. The 3 of them, basically, it's Shauna, the guide, and yeah, basically Shauna. Yeah, they're the split between Shauna and the guide because those are the ones waiting to be last. Essentially, Marvelous, it is your turn.
Can I see any creatures?
You are in light right now, dim light, so you can.
How many do I see?
3.
3. I'll cast slow. Reach in the bag, pull out some molasses, spread it in a big long line, and cast it. And it'll be a get to it. Well, if I can find a slow. Wisdom 20.
Wisdom 20, very good. And okay. They're all slowed. Anything else?
Let's see. I'll take my movement of 30 feet.
Okay. Ricket.
I guess I'll be checking back on them and seeing the creatures. I would run back by 45 feet. And would that put me in range for a 60-foot spell?
It should.
I would do Fairy Fire.
Nice.
I'll call out these lighting bugs out of my bag and to swarm the creatures. It's a Dex 16.
Hey. Got it. All right. So, fail. All right. 2 fail and a lit up.
All right. And they have dim light that sheds at 10 feet around them each. Too,
Nice.
So, and that will be my turn.
Okay. Right. The one that is right there, seeing this light, opens its mouth. The fairy fire gets drawn into it. The daylight spell gets drawn into it, and it is pitch black. Fairy fire is gone. Good night. It is way far away. You hear nothing.
Good night's expect. Like he looks around, like seeing the guy didn't follow him, and it's just kind of in bafflement, and literally says to himself, like looking around, like, "Don't even tell me the one time I don't stand and fight." No one. This is when people actually want to fight, and he's going to move 25 feet further away, and then just hold his action to attack anything that is hostile towards him. Now he would bonus action recast shield of faith because I'm just going off of an opinion, but because of conversation and everything, I'm guessing the previous one is down, so I'm reactivating that.
Sure. Shauna.
Do these creatures seem to be more drawn to the light than us ourselves?
Make an insight check.
That is a 9.
No idea.
No idea. Okay, so I am going to distance spell daylight 120 feet away from the way we're heading.
Okay. Sounds good. Dewdrop.
And I am going to move.
Okay.
I have 60 feet of dark vision, so if I turn to look, I see nothing, right?
Because where you moved away from?
Yeah, because I probably moved 140 feet from
Yeah.
the group.
Yeah,
Okay.
so yeah, you don't see him from here.
But I will, if I turn to look, I will see the second daylight. That doesn't really help me though, because I can't see our friends. I will 180, stop running, and look. Can I just perception check? I want to look and listen for people running behind me.
Yeah, you can do action perception check.
All right.
Distance wise, you should be able to see critters, and that's it.
Okay, thank you. How is a 28 perception? But my vision is still only 60 feet.
Yeah, we see you're listening. So yeah, you hear everyone running. You
Okay.
hear
Does it
the
sound
run
like they're
creature.
coming toward me? Does it sound
Yeah.
okay? All right. If it sounds like they're coming toward me, I'm going to just use whatever's left of my movement to keep going in the direction I was headed. And that's 70 feet.
Aelin.
Sensing the abrupt change in direction, Pan's going to kind of yelp at Dewbounder. And then seeing the daylight spell cast in the distance, I think he'll realize what's going on. Oh, but seems we didn't get quite everyone. So I'm on Dewbounder's back, and we were 70 feet away. If I was to dismount and use my full movement, I'd be within 40 feet then. I can't see anyone though. Doesn't matter. Much like the player, I think Palin is sort of just panicking. And what do I even have that's useful? I think Palin's just gonna hold on to Dewdrop's neck and call out, "What's the plan? What are we doing?"
Roar.
I think that's just my turn.
All right. Okay, let's see here. Marianne will cast bigger spell of ability of his, say, as the vines come up and try to wrap around and attack the creatures. He gets to make some saves here. Okay. You see the land come up, the vines you were so carefully trying to avoid before now wrap around, teeth sprout from them, and they dig in deep into the creature's flesh. As you begin to run, and you now hear, those of you right at this, especially Shauna, you hear about this sound of, you would guess, 20 to 50 things coming.
No.
As he'll take his movement Mother Esme.
So I know that Radiant doesn't do anything, or it heals them, or
He said, "Do not use radiant damage. Don't use light of any kind."
all right. So here's my dilemma. I'm a cleric of light, so literally everything I have is now useless.
Right?
The only thing I can do is touch spells, and there's no point in doing that.
Yeah. It is just this area, and he's trying to get you out of here as quickly as he can.
Spiritual weapon is force.
But it's also light because it makes light. So
If you flavor it that way, I don't think it makes light if you just cast it. I might be wrong.
I think the way I flavored it in the past, there was
Okay.
light elements
You've always
because of
used light.
Paylor. And okay. So how
So-
close are these things to me?
Hand?
Looks like 25.
All right. I think the smart thing for her is just to get out of the way. So she's going to bonus dash and keep moving because everything she does is going to make it worse.
Good. They are stuck still. And Marvelous.
I'll move to Sister Esme and say let's get out of here. I'm gonna push us forward quickly. I'll reach out my hand.
Esme, you can grab it if you want.
Yeah, she will.
Okay, and right before I cast the spell, I'll yell out, we've got to move out of here fast, and we'll blink out. I'll cast Dimension Door.
Very good. Cricket.
I'm gonna do call out the bugs again and do another fairy fire on them, and then turn and start running with everybody.
Okay. Oh, yep. All right. And they're all lit up. Right. Next one to go. We'll eat the fairy fires. Good night.
Now seeing Esme and Marvelous, he's going to stay. I thought everyone was traveling that way. The guide stayed behind. What's going on? Are they behind you? Do I need to go back? What's going on?
I yelled for everybody, let's get out of here, and grab Sister Esme appropriately, and we left.
All right. Was there any of those things back there, or I mean, how dangerous is it?
I don't know. They kind of looked like they were moving in slow motion, but
Okay.
as dangerous as anything around here, I imagine.
All right. Then we should just keep moving. Sounds like they have it under control then, from what you said, right? Or should I go back?
Let's give it a beat and see what happens.
All right. Then good night. We'll stay where he's at and hold an attack action if anything. Well, actually, instead of the attack action, can I do a perception check to see what's around me?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a dirty 20,
Okay, you have dark vision, right?
60 feet.
Perfect. Looking around, where you are, you see right ahead seems to be the direction you'd be heading towards is a thick swamp.
All right. He's going to forewarn Esme and Marvelous that ahead we might have to go swimming, and end his turn.
Hey, Shauna.
Her and Karen are the only ones left behind. Correct?
Yes.
She's going to look over to him and be like, are you ready to go? And offer her hand.
He nods and grabs it.
And dimension door.
You do that. As you grab his hand, you see that his face and arms look incredibly sick all of a sudden. Here next to Goodnight or near Goodnight and Esme and Marvelous. And I would say with all of that, unless somebody wants to do something else, you are going to be able to get out of this.
As I'm running past Dewbounder, I'm gonna just slap on his rear and just like book it. Slap.
Yep.
Palin's gonna
Just keep
react
running.
like they've been attacked and flail out with his staff. Ah, they've caught us.
All right. Very good. In that case, you guys book it very fast as you move through the swamp, wasting no time. Carrion will his hand and the swamp water recedes. Those of you watching see his lips become wooden as he does so. And soon burst out about a good half hour of a straight sprint. Burst out of the darkness. And he leads you another good 10 minutes before he pauses, out of breath, looking at everyone. Think we can take a second. Oh! Yes, a second.
Yes, of course. Rest.
You look like you could use more than perhaps just a moment. And can I make a medicine check to discern what's going on with him? That's so bad. That's a 10.
You saw before how a lot of his body is this wood and forest, and how he's ripping pieces of himself off. I think you can just see that whatever this is, he's getting sicker.
So Palin will just sort of point at his mouth and then ask him, is there any way that we can help you? And he'll look at Mother Esme as he makes the offer.
Don't think anything short of a god themselves could save me.
Well, I'd like to try.
Hmm. Maybe with the wait till you get safer. Don't know what's still to come.
But that's why we should try it now.
How does everyone look? I mean, does everyone seem pretty wiped out from all that?
During this time, you'll see Critters look at that pearl that he got from Shauna, and he's gonna say the magic words, and he's gonna regain a third level slot.
All right.
Well,
Generally speaking, everyone pretty much has good HP.
okay.
I mean, they're not necessarily all full, but no one's too bad.
So Esme will go over to him. May I?
You see, he just seems at this moment too weak to put up an argument.
Okay. So she'll place her hands upon his chest and close her eyes. And the first thing she'll attempt to do is to cast a greater restoration.
Wisdom check.
All right. That is just a straight check, so that's 15.
15. As it flows into him, you see he's got black veins that look like at the ends of where they branch off, look like they form black leaves that come out of his skin now from whatever exertion he put himself. And he just looks, there's multiple ways he looks bad, but with that, his lips that were now wood or would now just start to come back. So a portion of it has been pushed away. Do you want to do anything else? You had to check if.
Sorry. Yes, I'd like to try one more thing.
Just nods.
I will try a divine intervention.
Okay. What do you ask the intervention to do?
I'm asking here's the thing. As a player, I'm not as familiar about high level spells, but if there is one that cures I don't even know what this is, a disease or
You don't need to, you do know the specific spell. You can just ask if you
okay. So I'm asking for a deity, or my deity, Palor, to intervene and try to save Karen's life, try to restore their health.
All right, roll your D100.
All right. 26. Does not work.
Wolves do not like this place. Nor those who dwell in it.
No. I guess not. Well, you should... hopefully you can at least walk now. For a while.
You did help me. Took a little bit of the inevitable away. So, let us go, huh? And as Lenham, he leads you most of the way. And is very careful. See one thing, because the wood is heightened now. The noises and movements here are profound. It's as if the wood is transformed. Do not disrupt the balance so lightly. And leads you up on ridge. You look down, see a city covered, blackened vines, expanding farther than your vision allows in this dim light now. Orbs of blackness, creatures that you can't make out, movements bound, and you can just hear the screams. People who maybe didn't make it out before a dark of explorers. He points and you can see camps riddled with arcane sigils all around. Occasional large form that moves from the darkness to beat against it, revealing just a massive mouth that covers the entire encampment before it's off, not able to break, and bounds away. Relic hunters. We should stay up here. Go down in the morning.
If this is where we will be staying tonight, Shauna will create a mansion.
Critters, do you think from this vantage you could try and roughly map out the immediate surroundings?
You know I'm not that very good at scale, but I can certainly try.
Yeah,
And
that's so you kind of you can get the surroundings. You're not going to get the city necessarily, but yeah.
And then I guess Curse is going to sit outside of the mansion for probably about like 30 minutes tops, or until he starts to feel a little like something's watching him, at least.
Having delegated that responsibility, Palin's just going to flounce into the mansion.
I will ask our friendly guide. I think I can probably continue that spell that helped you. Do you feel like it will make a difference for you?
The most recent seems hers worked, yours might as well. Maybe especially in this place where you're not drawing upon the Molesmir itself.
All right. So I will just reach out. Oh, let me make sure I actually have the spell for the day. Lesser. Greater. Yeah, I've got. And do I have a spot? I do. Okay. And I will just kind of gently put my hand on his chest, and a kind of wave of green light will wrap around him and restore him greatly.
Okay, make a wisdom check.
All right. Come on, Dewdrop. How is a 21?
Oh, she goes, ah. And you see the wood that makes up his arm and his legs are natural wood. It's not black wood or anything of the corruption. They light bright as you energize those pieces, and you see them draw in the black veins and excrete like sap, this black oil upon the ground. He stands up looking much better. Oh, I feel as good as I did this morning. Awful. Oh, thank you.
I'd hate for you to end up worse on our account. Thank you for everything you've done. And Dewdrop hits the hot tub.
I think in this moment, he essentially says, stop. And he looks like he's about to grab Shauna, but restrains himself. You can see he's furious. You explain yourself now.
The fact that I tried to kill the man. If you notice the scars I have, where his crystals were pushed on his arms.
Yeah.
The fact I'm a traitor, you know this.
I knew you were a traitor to them. I didn't realize you'd be a traitor to me.
How do you feel?
We agreed. I took their stories, and you tried to end them. I safeguard yours and theirs equally. I took them, and you made me choose. I give two shits about what happens out there. But no one threatens those who I guard, who I guide. And even in that betrayal, I would not abandon you. You are a traitor. I thought it was something you did. I will not make that mistake of misjudging your heart. It is black as these woods. Starts to walk away.
Was that a private conversation?
It was in front of everyone.
Oh, okay.
He was not.
So in other words, okay. So, okay. Good to know.
It was being very clear. And walks in a way that leaves open anyone from saying something, like to say something. Like he's not storming, but he's making it very clear he's done talking to Shauna.
It's been a long day.
Continues and go to wherever it is he can sleep. Anything else anyone wants to do?
Good night would just go to Shauna and said,
You will find her door locked for the night.
Okay. Then he'll go to the door and write on a piece of paper, you have my sword and shield, as do the rest of them. Always you ask for my assistance, and it is here. You help me in my time of need, and I will always be there for you. Then just slide it under the door. And then go and just check in with the others and see where everyone's minds are, and apologize to Mother Esme.
How do you do that?
Mother, I'm sorry about the confrontation earlier. My anger got a little bit ahead of me. I thought that he was trying to kill Shauna, and I wasn't trying to attack you or attack him purposely. I just wanted to try and protect all of us, with him knowing that we needed to try and figure out. Obviously, it did not work how I thought, and I do apologize. And I will try and use my words a little more than just my steel.
Good night. I appreciate your words. But in that moment, did you even care what I had to say?
I did, which is why I did not strike him down where he stood.
I know we follow different paths, and our spiritualities are allied but not exactly aligned. I appreciate what you're saying. I just don't exactly know I feel like this whole night has just been very eye-opening.
How do you mean, Mother?
When I came out here to this this country, well, we're not there, but Israel, I went with a purpose to see the world, to help people. I was not expecting to encounter some of the things we have. And I don't know what it's doing to my own path, but I feel like we as a team, a group, friends, should trust one another. And I feel like there were pieces of puzzles that were being kept, and it was causing us a lot of headaches that maybe could have been avoided.
I see.
I didn't even know they attacked Shauna. I suppose if I'd seen that, maybe I would have acted differently. Maybe I wouldn't have even tried. I don't know what I would have done. And that also kind of worries me.
Mother, you are a great person, and I have no doubt you will find the path. And sometimes what I'm learning is the path you need isn't always the path you want. I'm having to learn that the hard way. As you know, I literally had to abandon my order and be wanted for trying to protect you guys, not turn you in and coming with you. But I definitely believe you are one of the best keepers of whatever's going on, and one of the best people I know. You are the shining light, and you are innocent, and you're the beacon of hope for us. Sadly, ever since Elaine died, I've been in vengeance. And that is what I've known. And I mean, since I've left with you guys, I've also been trying to struggle with my own path, so I might not be the best to speak on this, but I know that what's in your heart is pure and is good. And that is why you have two gods that have chosen you. And they would not have put you in this path for no reason.
I think all of us are on this path for a reason. And she'll look at everyone there. I suppose Shauna might need the rest, but I think it might be best if we allow her to process in her own way, and if she feels open to talk about it, then we should be there for her. I think Karen has a way with words that are quite blunt and not at all well rehearsed. He's been the same way with me.
So is everyone else around, or is everyone in their rooms?
Oh, you muted.
Critters is around.
Karen's in his room.
Marvellus is just sitting in the area, out in the area where everyone is.
Dewdrop's in his big towel. He's still there.
If there's one thing I know about Shauna in the short time I've known her, Karen is a misjudge of character in this respect, but I think he's just angry.
I agree, but I also think what you said is important on we're friends and we need to have trust. So what I'm going to ask people might help avoid what happened earlier. Does anyone else have any dangerous secrets that might get us killed? I mean, as you guys know, me and Esme's got the Temple of Bahamut coming after us, and we also have Mr. Fancy Pants coming after the hammer I've got, but as far as I know, that's about as much as I've got coming after me.
Critters?
Critters is gonna start opening up in his book, and he's just gonna. He has like quick sketches of all the creatures we met in these woods, and he's just gonna share with everyone. There's not a single innocent creature here, and we just proven that today. Even us, we're not so innocent. And there's no one comes here by mistake. They always come here. They come here for a reason, whether they be those from the Dwendalian or those that are just mere relic hunters.
I think you make a good point.
And the last page he's going to show is going to be that large fiend, and it's just the whole page is and the black charcoal, and only the creature itself is made from the whites of the pages instead of the charcoal pencil doing the drawing.
There is one thing I have to do before I retire for the night. But perhaps in the morning we'll be able to all chat. Esme, because of her position and because of her experience and duty assignments and that sort of thing, she doesn't expect anything to come of this, but she does stop by the door to Shauna's room just to lightly knock on it and say, Shauna, this is Mother Esme. I just want you to know if you would like to speak. I am always willing to listen. Enjoy your night and sleep well. And then she'll head on to her own room.
Marvellus will stand up, stretch, and look around and say, well, that was pretty heavy. And he'll go to his room.
Yep. Dewdrop will go to his room.
Palin's been ignoring the heartfelt exchange in the corner, using the mini Palins as kind of living furniture. So he's like sitting on the back of one. He has the Sangromancy book open and propped on the head of the other. And he's he's leafing through the spells. He's finding this type of magic, so compelling, but he hasn't dedicated any formal study to it yet. And so kind of idly, he'll look around, realize everyone's gone, and then make his way up to Shauna's room and not even bother to knock. He'll just dimension door directly in. And just straight into stream of consciousness, comparative analysis of the spells, and like, which spell would Shauna recommend, and has she ever dabbled in hemocraft or sangromancy? And I know it's quite taboo, but when in Molesmere.
Palin would interrupt her doing a ritual spell.
Ooh.
Because she was going to perform contact other plane.
Yeah, he'll immediately abandon that entire train of thought and then just sit down across from her. Ooh, what are we working on? Or have you already done it? Your eyes are rolled back in your head.
Well, that's the thing I was going to try to talk. Matt, Shauna wants to try use contact other plane to try and contact Trent. It's a long dead sage, and he is dead. So, you're muted.
Fine. Me trying not to breathe through everyone's stuff. Yeah, make your save.
Okay. Paladin save. So, Shauna fails, and Palin comes in finding her insane. Because I rolled a 12.
Ooh. Oh, no.
This makes so much more better sense.
Yeah.
So I take 66 psychic.
Oh,
Yeah. Let me roll that here for a second. And are insane until you finish long rest. Can't take actions. Can't understand what the creatures say. Can't read and speak only in gibberish.
Let's get that damage.
Yeah. Palin will glance at her and just fold the book closed. He knows exactly what this is.
That is 16 psychic.
Yeah, so what Palin actually comes in seeing is probably like a picture that she has, but you wouldn't know of who or recognize. And you see her have these chalk drawings on the floor and everything, and then her just speaking in gibberish. It's a mix of Elvish, Zemnian, common words, magical words, and she's just muttering to herself in a corner.
Yeah, having experienced the effects of madness through failed divination himself many a time, Palin's just going to start shouting for Esme. And if the door's locked, he'll unlock it, throw it open.
Wait, did you walk into Esme's room?
No, from Shauna's room. He's just screeching out into the hall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Misunderstood. Okay. So yeah. I mean, if she hears him, she'll come down there.
This is the risk that all great wizards, divination wizards, of course.
Jekyll's all toy.
Palin, what's the matter?
Well, I think she attempted a spell and it went awry, and so if you could, assist her in the way that you assisted our guide, I think it would do her some. It's what always worked for me.
Palin, you weren't. What were the two of you doing?
Well, she was involved in some kind of ritual. I didn't actually get the chance to. Oh, I'm not responsible. I didn't do it to her.
Dribble, pow, pow.
So, but she let you in.
Exactly. Oh
That's-
no,
that's good.
doors.
I mean,
just-
she didn't let me in, but it's good that she let someone in. That's nice. I'll try to see if I can help.
Thank you.
So she'll try to get close to Shauna. I don't know how Shauna responds to that.
All right. Do you have this much crust diamond, or do we have something else for you?
I have a lot of resources that I bought in
That's right.
Vasselheim. Like every time we go somewhere, I spend all my money on spell
Okay,
components.
perfect. You got it.
I do feel at that point you see Goodnight come crashing in with a shield, a sword, and a bathrobe.
Oh, because Palin called, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think let's finish the. I just want to get Shauna's and Esme's interaction.
Shauna goes, no, jump, and dives under the bed because
Oh.
she doesn't know what's going on.
Shauna, and so she gets down on her knees to look under the bed. Shauna, now that is absolutely inappropriate. Let's come out of the bed. Come on. Get out from under there, Shauna.
Tackle, tuk.
No, none of that. Now get out from under that bed. Right this instant. I'm going to try to
Move.
reach in. I'm going to try to reach in. Now, I'm just going to grab your hand so I can help you out of there. And as I take her hand, I'm going to attempt to do a greater restoration.
What's your AC?
It is a 19.
Okay, you obviously don't get hit, but she tries to smack you.
Shauna. No. Bad Shauna.
Shoot!
Resorting to melee attacks. You're humiliating yourself. Palin will cast command.
Did
All
If I
right.
can.
What's the save?
16.
Wisdom save?
Wisdom.
Yeah, that's a failure.
And he'll bark at her in Zemnian to drop. Or no, just to stop.
You have to obey.
She just stops.
And then Goodnight comes over to the bed and lifts up the bed for Mother Esme to get underneath it.
I like
Do you want an athletics check?
it. Oh, you could lift it up. I think that's easy enough. So I think you got her, Esme.
Making me use all of my diamond dust. And so she takes some diamond dust out into her palms and just kind of rubs it onto Shauna's palm and closes her eyes and sends out a prayer to Palor to allow him to help her restore her friend back to health.
Find yourself breaking past the insanity and coming to yourself once more.
Why are you all in my room? Is
Shauna,
this an intervention?
no. But you do owe me 100 gold.
She
But we
pulls
can
out
talk
100
about that
gold
later.
and hands it to you.
That's actually quite nice of you. But no, I was joking. Keep your money.
No,
Look, I'm going to leave now, but you just apparently had a mishap with a spell. Palin was very worried about you, and I came to help.
sounds like an intervention.
No, it's not an intervention because we're going to leave you alone now, if that's what you would like. Unless you want friends, fellowship, company.
Well, I
Do you
wanted
want-
advice on spell selection, but none of those other things.
Hey, what's everyone doing in here? I thought y'all went to bed. Dewdrop's got like just a salad. He's just kind of like walking by
Yes.
with a salad.
This picture with like potato chips just walked in.
Well,
You'll hear the gibberish that Shauna was shouting out in the hallway as Cricket walks by.
It's like a scene from a sitcom.
well, I mean, now that you're all here, I was trying to ask somebody that was long and dead a couple of questions, but I suppose I could ask all of you and get probably your opinion. Do you think I'm a traitor?
No,
No.
no, of course not.
Did you betray anyone?
I mean, I did used to work for the Empire and was pledged into the Cerebus Assembly, which that former wizard was part of, and that's why we are having a little beef. I eventually left them to join another group who alleged themselves with Uthadern. I had to make decisions. I decided to join Uthadern, making me a traitor to my former school and the Empire. Also, I killed my former master, but it's because he also had me kill my family. So there's that.
I feel like that you're okay in that regard. It seems like not sticking with bad people isn't a bad thing.
I think also Karen's anger might be. I wonder if he's bound to these contracts, and if maybe that's what was making him sick.
I think there's part of that. I think these woods have this journey we're on with him. I think he's paying more of a price than he's letting on. I don't
agree.
honestly know if he'll be able to live through it. I'm afraid that from how much he's taking transformations on Dewdrop and Mother, I don't think even you two can stop it fully.
And that's why you shouldn't take what he said personally. I think he's just coming from a place of emotional distress, but it's important that you know that we're your friends, Shauna, and we know you better than he does. I don't for a second ever think you would betray anyone here.
You are all a family to me, more than even my former elven brethren like him. But I do think that is why I might have taken his words so hard. For myself, I have not grown up around many elves. I mean, I've spent more time around, like Marvelous, people of half ancestry. So, being around somebody that's lived in that life, I kind of almost am jealous of him for growing up around what he had the chance to. Of having that society and family bond. So I've had to make my own, and that's just what I've done with all of you. So, thank you for all of you.
You would have done the same for us. You are as much a family as we are to you. Now, if we want to continue this conversation, do you mind if I find a place to put this? He waves his sword and maybe get some pants on.
Morning time, unless you all want to watch me sleep. Well, not sleep, I don't sleep.
Morning it is, then. We could all use the rest.
Yes.
Well, I do have one question since we have several of the spellcasters here, do we want to make a slight plan for what we're doing tomorrow? Like things we should prepare and not prepare? And I mean, do we know what we're walking into tomorrow to be able to and have any backup plans in case things go sideways?
Are we close to the town?
We saw it before Shauna cast the mansion thingamabobber.
Then, I mean, if we're close to the town, we probably have a little bit of time to think it over. Beyond tonight, I mean.
I was going to ask before he stormed off. I was going to ask if light will be as much a problem there as it was when today, because I'll take a different set of spells, but I'll ask him in the morning.
You can ask me now.
Holy shit, you're sneaky!
It is a sitcom.
Wow.
I heard the commotion. Said Shauna. I should not have brought up your past to you. Mother is right, however. You betrayed me. That is true.
I did betray your trust. I'm sorry for that. I should have given you more of an insight of those people that we traveled with, so that sooner than later. But these are your woods, and from now on I will follow your rules.
Shauna, so you knew who they were?
Well, once Palin told me about the crystals embedded in the arms, which he heard from you. So, technically, maybe somebody shouldn't be hiding all secrets from the group.
Good. Or I should have hidden them and not cared about you, huh?
I'm just saying, we could all be a little more honest, but what is done is done.
I noticed, and I told your friend so he could keep an eye on you. But I had already given the stories to them.
And they do live. They So you did not fail them. If it's
He takes out 3 those necklaces. 2 are red and 1 is black.
Is the one with the scars dead, or they escaped?
It was one of his friends.
Ah,
Oh,
Khalil was her name. She told me the story of birthing her daughter and how she raised her. Far from the evils her mother put her, and came under service to keep her daughter's identity secret. Forward is the only way, else we will all die here.
okay.
So back to the original question, can we make things shine brightly in the town, or be able to use holy magic tomorrow?
He's not thrilled that you of all people spoke up. There's just this moment of, you really, dude? Because he still has problems with you. He sort of breathes. Goes, hold on. And he yells very loudly and he conjures a rock and throws it across, hits a door. Marvelous! Get your body butt in here.
Open the door. Take the curlers out of his hair. How can I help you?
Right. We are talking about tomorrow. First, looks a good night. You need to understand you do not know more than me about this place.
Never said I did. You're the expert.
Kind of narrows his eyes. I have never seen a Dawn drinker within Olasmir's walls. They are usually outside. Therefore, the problem with light, as far as things that can smell it, would not be a problem, though noise and light attracts all types of things on a good day. Inside there are creatures of light long corrupted. Long divas who've been there so long. Whatever they were created for is lost to them. The Avengers, I'm sure. At one point, many reported on the day we fled, the gods, even Pelor and Bahamut, sending their agents inside. These agents have long become a part of the city, have lost their sanity. There are beasts that hunt the skies, terrors, more frightening, vicious and dangerous than any dragon. They are drawn to bloodshed. And other things. I would say, if you are to prepare yourself, it is preparation to be creative, spontaneous. Do not put all of your eggs in one basket. Be diverse. But we will arrive there early tomorrow. We are about an hour away from the city. And then remember that in all of this, there are the other relic hunters who would slit your throat to get ahead. What else can I help you to prepare yourselves?
Do we have any hope of navigating our way back if you were to fall?
You've been taking map, yes?
Yes.
Well, you can hope that the forest has not changed too much since you drew that. But it shifts continually.
Let's do our best not to lose anyone. I know between me and Mother Esme, we can both bring people back. I don't know if anyone else can, but I know I can, and I've seen Mother Esme do it.
I could do it in a jam. It's not perfect.
I have some healing capabilities. And if anyone is overly hurt than one of us, I do have this, and he'll pull out a potion. And you look at the description of it again. I was just reading it. It looks like a very cheap mead in the bottle. And it's just, I've been told this could give anybody a pretty good rest.
Critters, that looks like alcohol.
Well, I got it from that potion guy we just saw before we left, so he told me it's good for a good rest for one person.
That sounds like alcohol.
Don't worry. Don't worry,
Very
Esme.
good alcohol, yes.
It's don't worry, Esme. It's a dwarven concoction called O'Doul's. I'm non-alcoholic.
Well,
I
I also picked something up in case of an emergency. There, if we get in too much of a bind that we can't get out of, you guys can retreat back to safety, and I can hold it off for a little while. I got something that should be able to help me still be okay, even with holding off whatever's gotta go awry so you guys can reach safety.
I will say if it is possible. Resurrection magic in these woods is hard to begin with. If we can avoid it within the city, we should.
Okay. I mean, I have light and radiance. I'm pretty much a one-trick pony.
Listen, if it means we do not see someone tomorrow, we try it. But I will just say, people don't always come back the same.
Right. I think I know what you mean.
What would happen if we were to bring them back in, say, this mansion? Would that have the same effect?
Do not know. Seems fairly separated. Dewdrop's magic is uncorrupted here.
Well,
But
I could try to get us a way of going into the ethereal plane. If you'd like. I've never done it before, but I've been reading a lot about it, and it looks easy enough.
everything in the city is dangerous.
All right.
But we will figure out what we can do.
Maybe I'll just make it rain fire.
How big is the city? How many days do you think of searching we have ahead of us?
The city is vast, but my plan was to take us to the library. Being careful, I would say 2 days to the library. Once we get 1 day in, the threat of others would be lessened. Most do not go further than a half a day's travel. Because, unlike us, they don't have a death wish. So, it is important. Some of the beasts within there take away the ability to sleep. Don't get any meaningful rest. So be careful what you let bite you. Your restoration, Mother. That will be very helpful.
I still have some. I still have some uses of it.
Goodnight will also, like, from an inside pocket of this robe, pull out some diamond dust and give you 300 gold pieces worth of diamond dust.
Yeah, that will help.
That'll help a ton.
Mother, do you have a preferred weapon?
Me?
Yes.
Well, actually, funny story. So I found a weapon that I'm not very good at, and it also does that type of damage I shouldn't be doing. So even if on the off chance I did hit something with it, to answer your question, no, I don't have a. I'm not very. I haven't had a lot of luck finding. I did find this pike, but I don't know what it does. And I have a.
Listen,
mace.
Radiant should be fine inside as long as we do not run into the dawn either.
Oh,
That's what I'm trying to say.
right. Well, I do have this, and she kind of takes out the sensor, but it almost hits her. She's so bad with it.
Okay,
But it's-
okay. Listen,
yes, this one-
shut up. I need to know. What is your preferred weapon? Like, could say we'd find a weapon
Mhm.
tomorrow. What weapon would you want us to find that you could actually use?
Something simple.
Simple.
Yes.
I have a quarterstaff, Mother Esme.
I'm not proficient with quarterstaffs.
Say simple weapons.
Oh, yes. I am.
I was gonna say,
Yes.
We were in trouble if you weren't proficient with a stick.
Well, they didn't really teach me how to fight at the convent. They just taught me how to plant flowers. And...
All right, we can work with this. We can work with this. And he will like fumble around, and he takes out a ring that it looks like it's this green metal that you almost think is leaves until you realize how hard it is. And in the center of it are 2 star sapphires.
It's very
Okay.
pretty. Are
Thank
you
you.
giving this to me?
This is on loan to you. Do you understand?
This isn't an engagement ring, is it?
No.
Okay. I
This
just want-
is I don't want you to be. And he kind of catches himself. You kind of thinking back to how maybe emotional he was earlier. I think my sister would appreciate you wearing the ring for the next few days.
Oh, yes, of course.
It was hers. I grabbed it before she tried to kill me. So
I would be honored then.
and with this allows you to cast Shillelagh.
Oh.
Nice.
That is something.
Yes. Thank you.
She'd have liked you.
She sounds like a good person.
Any other questions?
Yes. Where can I find a quarterstaff or club?
Oh,
I have one.
Oh,
I
right, thank you.
Give you one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Actually,
That's
Right
what this
there.
was.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. You know.
Okay.
Good night.
He's over there.
He just comes out. You hear his door slam.
Esme, your new husband's not very nice.
Right? He's not.
My new husband. No,
Yes,
it's not. It's
going
not an
steady now.
It's not an engagement ring. No.
I know it's a wedding ring.
It is.
Did you ask him about? Was it a wedding ring?
I didn't.
Ugh.
Is that?
I think y'all make a cute couple. I think you'll go. It'll be nice.
Oh,
Congratulations. And Marvelous will walk off.
so she's like mortified, has no idea if she accidentally entered a marriage contract, and goes to bed.
Oh my
I
goodness.
wanted spell selection advice. The rest of you can leave.
is that why you're actually here, Palin?
Yes. Very quickly, he'll review the Sangromancy tome, and just getting Shauna's feedback on
What
the
is
practice of the
Sangromancy?
type of blood magic.
I've never done blood magic.
Oh, but you talked about pursuing lichdom and killing
Yes.
the mentor and all that. You did it
Yes.
without magic.
Yes. What is this blood magic, though?
Well, it's the tome that you shared with me. I opened it with this, and he'll just mage hand out his little Nuatare prayer coin.
Oh, and it taught you magic to use with your blood.
It doesn't have to be mine. I could take it from those around me.
That's when Dewdrop leaves.
See you in the morning.
Well, did you actually have... Are you going to show me some of this blood magic?
Well, I haven't committed to learning any of it yet. It's it's quite taboo where I come from. But I don't think I'm ever going back, so I might as well commit.
Are you asking me for advice?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like it will help us?
I do.
Are you okay with what changes it might bring onto you yourself emotionally? I mean, you're diving into a deeper connection of magic than just pulling on the essences around us. You're using blood. Like, my boyfriend drinks blood, but I mean, come on, like,
That's true. So you're actually probably quite biased. Well, I'll say that I'm quite squeamish in terms of temperament.
I mean,
Blood is
are
not
you
very appealing to
okay
me.
with
and
like, cutting yourself to use your own blood for magic?
It can be other. I can just stab.
Yes, if you get close enough, which we all know you
Yeah.
don't like to do sometimes. And I don't think Dewdrop's gonna want you stabbing him while you're riding him.
He has plenty to spare if he's like a large creature. He won't mind just like a little. These are good points. These are good points.
How about you learn one spell tonight? Here, how much gold do you need? Do you need gold to learn it?
No, I've got. And then he checks his pouch, and pretty sure Marvellus stole Palin's cut of the gold back in the gnome druid village. And
Pretty
he's
sure.
never recovered it. And he's like, oh yes, I could use about 300 gold.
Here, we'll call this an investment.
Hmm.
I would like you to show me this by the week's end, at least, what you can do. And she'll give you 500 gold.
Oh, well then.
Above
That's-
table, how awesome would it be that as Palin goes to cut himself to cast a spell, he actually faints from it? Okay, below table.
Well, I have more to ponder and even more to study. So, thank you.
You're welcome.
And by the way, it doesn't really matter if you're a traitor as long as you keep picking the winning side consistently.
Shit.
He'll flounce off down the hallway.
He is such an interesting student.
And with that, we will take our break.
Said the spider to the fly.
All right. Let's go.
Back.
Back.
All right. Oh, wake up in the morning. Would y'all like to do? Has Palin tried to learn a spell?
Good night would spend a while praying to Bahamut.
Yeah, generally speaking, there's prayers and such that occur in the morning. How people kind of prepare their spells. Breakfast. Anything that needs to be discussed before? And now, so yeah.
So at the breakfast table where we're eating the vegetarian breakfast, I think Esme would kind of look around the table and just say, well, I didn't have a lot of luck with thinking of a solid plan for today, but hopefully whatever we come across will not be healed by my magic.
I mean, we typically adopt a more spontaneous approach. I find that we work best when just blundering our way through and relying on sheer firepower.
Is that
Yeah.
really the scientific method, Palin?
It's not, but
That's really got to hurt, right?
it does. It's appalling in many ways, but I'm trying to be flexible and listen to the data. This is what works for us, and I have to practice some humility.
Palin, given how poorly yesterday went, I think I can give us dark vision today.
Yes, about that. It shouldn't be an issue in the future.
Really? Why would that be?
Well, our
Yes,
third
Palin,
eye
why?
ability. Well,
Why?
it sees all, and I'm so accustomed to relying on that to see the unseeable, the invisible. That it completely. I forgot that I could use it for dark. I forgot. It was very stressful sequence of events.
I'll only
Yeah.
need to cast that on myself then. I won't need to cast that on you.
Should never again.
Oh,
Okay, got it. Does anyone else need it?
you forgot. I sometimes, if you want some advice, I sometimes I come up with little rhyming patterns for magical things I find. It helps me remember what they do. Perhaps you could try one. I wouldn't mind teaching you a few.
How would you do it for a third eye, Mother Esme? I would love to hear it.
Well, what does a third eye do?
It allows you to see in the dark, see into the visible. It allows you to read.
Oh, well, that's easy. You could say, 1, 2, 3, in the dark I see. 1, 2, 3, and I really can read.
Palin, practice it.
Memorize it.
Palin's experiencing a kind of existential turmoil that far exceeds, any stressor at any other point in his life. And off tune, he'll kind of go 1, 2, 3.
Marvelous is kind of strumming along and kind of helping keep the rhythm of it.
Do the hand motions, Palin. It'll help.
Yeah. Mhm. I think some of the mini Palins are kind of mimicking him, and he'll spitefully cast a firebolt.
They all have little third eyes pop out.
100%.
Oh, we got long rest, so I can reset this. Great.
I think later today I might try to talk to Paylor again.
Well, why not do that before we leave?
I guess because I'm delaying.
But we're still in the mansion, so I mean, he'd have a better time of reaching you.
Right. That's a good point. That's a good point. I could do that now. But I'd hate to miss the breakfast, so
So it's Karen here, Karen here, Karen.
Yes.
Karen, do you have a surname?
I do. Sort of. It was. It was protectors. Now it is Watcher of the Dying.
That's nice. That's nice. And Marvelous will kind of go back eating whatever salad this is. And right before he does, he just kind of mumbles out loud enough for Esme to hear, Mother Esme, Watcher of the Dying. That's a great name.
Esme. She's forgotten all about it until this moment.
Thank you for sharing that, Carl.
Well, most welcome. Oh. All right, once more into the abyss. So, we have options today. We may go the way of cutthroats or the way of bloody claw.
Decisions.
It sounds really bad.
Welcome to Molasme.
Right.
I like cutthroats. They're easier to kill normally. As he's casually drinking, like sipping on tea.
Well, he said something that I did not want to punch him in his face. Getting better.
What was the other one again? You said cutthroats and
Bloody Claw.
bloody claw. What kind of claw?
Bloody.
I was going to go there, but I said I've been mean enough. But
That
thank
was
you.
just my job.
Yeah, no, it sounds better when you do it. It is the great beast of Molasmere. Guards the other way.
Oh,
Not that one. Not that one.
Knowing Palin is a little squeamish with the blood stuff, so how about cut?
Very good. And I should mention, if we do the great beast find its way to us, it is how do you say, unkillable.
oh.
And good night, like leans forward. Great beast, unkillable. Tell me more.
The Imoto, the city itself regenerates it.
What kind of beast is it? Is it like a dragon?
No. It is. I've never seen anything of its like. It flies like dragon. Instead of breath, it screams. And it erodes away your mind and your sanity. Its breath rots your body, destroys your heart.
Well, before we hastily go with the cutthroats, do you know anything about the cutthroats?
Depends on which cutthroats are there today. There are those that may try to kill us as we enter, those who might follow us, kill us when there's good opportunity. Then there's the cowards who will instead try to be our friends, get us poisoned so that then the others can kill us. And they will take like 50-50 in this split. And there are those who we will not see at the gate, who will look in shadow to, at good opportunity.
So, are you giving me permission then? Any humanoids I see, I get to kill?
Actually, once in gate, not outside of gate. That's too many outside of gate. Once we're in there, if they approach, everyone knows you approach in Molasmere, you might as well throw your life away.
You see a smile go on Goodnight's face, and he says, "I'm going to like this city," as he's leans back in his chair.
Is there another path? Maybe of friendship and commonwealth?
You mean like a little pony path? I see. Yes. No.
I mean, we had to ask.
No, it makes sense. The only way I know would be way of water, which is no one I know has ever done it. So,
Well, that sounds like we could try it. We could go the water route. We could.
Is there a reason why no one's ever tried it?
to be clear, I said I don't know of anyone who tried it. Meaning, probably they have and they've died.
Is the water poisonous or acidic?
Well, you cannot drink it. But I fell in once, and all I truly remember is hearing the screams of my people dying 10,000 deaths. I got out real quick.
Right. Cutthroats it is.
Cutthroats, very good. Good decision. Well, then, so we are off to get our throats cut, eh?
I thought we were supposed to avoid.
Joke.
Oh, right.
Right. Let's go, my
Phelan
betrothed. We
cackled.
need to make done, yes? Joke.
I'm so confused.
I like your new husband.
Yeah, he's very jokey. Takes him a minute to warm up, but
Karen, I think there's been a terrible misunderstanding.
Yes, mother.
I didn't mean to accept a well, I mean, I appreciate. I'm flattered, really.
With my sister's dying ring on your finger, you will crush a man's heart, eh?
No, of course not.
Good. We will set date after. Let's go.
Yeah.
Look,
Esme, you can do this. We'll just talk, y'all can talk it after. Maybe it'll work itself out.
what have I done?
A bit of advice: don't piss off the guide. That could easily lead us all to our deaths.
And also, don't piss on the guy. That could ultimately lead us to our deaths. So, now that we're all clear,
Critters.
2 rules.
let's go.
He will go next to Balin because he likes Balin. Goes too far, too much a joke, or good enough joke.
You know, I can never really tell, to be honest, but I thought it was amusing.
I stick with it. Very good.
Critters, I might need your potion.
We just woke up. I don't think you need a short rest.
Right.
And so you go your way. And my goodness. They get married. I object. Yes. No. Goes on. All right. So. I'll tell you. No need to sneak. Better be open. As you make your way, this early morning, you see you approach what he calls the Cutthroat Gate. There are a few fires that have essentially just been left to burn out on their own. A lot of uncare, just various debris around. A few groups, about 4, are still here, and you see they have out on stretchers a few people with them as if they're staying back to recover. Good. Welcome to the glorious gate. Hey everyone. You go. Okay. Wait. Everyone, the right name on wall post, eh?
Any name or?
If yours or name, it is those who go in, and then if we die, we put a date next to it.
Oh, a remembrance ball.
Yes, and you see there are many names, and you're guessing a good 200 have dates next to them.
Marvelous will just walk up and write his name in all the flair that he can.
Shauna does the same.
Dewdrop writes his full name, so it's like a sentence and a half.
Before Critters writes his name, he's just gonna look at the ones that have dates that are closest to now. Is there any names of note that he could have recognized by chance?
Make a perception check.
Uh, 17.
There's a name you've heard of that is written here with no date next to it. Creed.
Is there like a time between? Like, is there a date after it by chance and a date before it?
I see you trying to put it together.
Yeah.
The closest deaths around it seem to have be 6 months apart.
Okay. He'll go ahead and write Critters on the post.
Esme goes up and tries to think of what name she's supposed to put, and then just starts writing Esme, and then looks back. Am I supposed to put a date on this?
Not yet.
All right.
Goodnight will go ahead and approach the wall and take out his dagger and put Bahamut's Sword of Vengeance, and then like underline it with the line, and then walk away.
Someone's nearby. Oh, look! We've got another weapon of something. That's interesting. We had Mother's Mace of Fury. We've had Bane's Chains of Choking. Now we've got the Bahamut.
Palin will scrawl his name and then make notes just on like the general composition of the names. If there's any patterns in terms of like region of origin or organizational affiliation, etc.
And make an insight check.
That is a natural 20 for 28.
You would see kind of the makeup you see most seem to have a good number are with Elven and Dwarven root. And a few kind of come up of like son of, and it'll say like a Dwarven mother and Elven father, and vice versa. And then there's you'd recognize the crime families of Shady Creek Run. Here. And then just a smattering of others.
Matt, with Shauna's passive perception of 22, would she have seen Creed's name almost like right above hers a little bit?
Yeah.
You're gonna hear, "What the fuck are you doing here?" Excuse me. The people, you did a little halfling man wearing a mask come through here, like about a good time ago?
Yeah, we've not been here that long. Who are you talking about?
This one. She points to the name Creed.
The Creed. Oh, sorry, he halfling.
He's small like one.
Yes. He's been around. I don't think he's there. I believe he left a while ago. About a month.
Good.
Okay,
He's still
can I
alive.
insight check?
Again, side check.
11.
11. You know, they're kind of somewhat disinterested. It's hard to know. All right.
Well, thank you.
He will, Tyrion will reignite his name as it carves deeper, and you see it's as if he carves carves it in. The one thing you notice is some names that have been here have been carved very deep. And Creed's is carved fairly deep, but Carrion's is so much that he actually is using like a large sword to go in about 6 inches into the stone to carve times he's been in. So, okay, Ed, what are you doing in there today? That's a pretty big group. Looking to find something special? Doesn't answer. Yes, he's looking to find something really good. And we should go. And with the 22, Shauna, you also see the name Awakener.
How long ago? If I'm going to look at the names and judge.
Would I see it?
What's your passive?
20.
20. Yes, you can see it as well. If you had to guess, maybe a year and a half.
Shauna is going to glance to Mother Esme, noticing that she noticed and be like, interesting, isn't it?
What do you mean?
I mean, she's going to point. That name.
That my mother was here?
Yes.
I suppose. I mean, I don't know why she would have been here.
Obviously to find something.
Maybe.
Another thing you guys can discuss when we meet her.
I don't know if I'd want to discuss that. I've got a whole list of things to talk about. Things like what her favorite holiday is, and just questions about her own childhood, and who, like grandparents and that sort of thing.
And who your father is, right?
Well, yes.
Who do you think he is? Have you ever thought about that?
I think about it a lot. And I don't know. I don't know who he might be. She didn't mention him when I talked to her. And but I am planning to contact her before we get there.
But yes, I do want to talk to her about that too. Yes.
Maybe he's royalty. Maybe you're royalty. Wouldn't that be something?
I hope not. It doesn't seem like being royalty's all that much fun. I think someone like Palin would be better suited to that sort of a life.
He would definitely be suited to that life. For the better, I don't know.
I don't know. I think he has a certain royal presence. Or someone like Dewdrop. Dewdrop could make a great king, I think. He has a very kingly presence.
He's really
Marvellus. Yes, he is. And Marvellus would make a good king. Actually, he seems to have a good heart and cares about the people, and or even Critters. Critters would make a great king. Now that I think about it, he sees things that others don't. And Goodnight would be definitely a war king. A king of time of war, definitely. Probably take over a lot of other kingdoms. Or you'd make a great queen of a whole. You all understand those types of things, right? I
don't to be queen over people. My plan is a queen over dragons one day, but not people.
The queen over the dragons?
Yes.
Well, I actually have I actually know a dragon deity, as it turns out. Perhaps you could talk to her about that.
Maybe I could introduce her to the dragons that we keep at our keep.
You keep dragons?
I mean, we don't keep them. We let them stay there. You can't really keep a dragon.
Wait, you have dragons?
Yes.
Why am I just now finding out about this? Where are these dragons at?
Probably about like 500 miles. She points in the direction that it is, because she always knows what way is north. That way?
Why? I've never met these dragons. I'd like to meet these dragons. I've never met a dragon. Are they friendly?
They're very young.
Well, even better. You think you could take us to see the dragons?
Maybe we could visit Keep after this. I mean, we are close, and it has been a minute. And Tapas would be very angry with me if I did not come back and say hi while being this close.
Can I tell the others?
If you want to.
Everyone? We're going to meet baby dragons.
Wait, what?
In the city?
No. They're a ways away, actually.
So we're not
These
going in the
ones
city?
you resurrected, or
No. No, we're going... I just meant that... Shauna's going to take us to meet some baby dragons at some point.
Oh, that's cool.
After the city?
I think so.
I
Yes.
love your optimism.
Good one. Yes.
Can Goodnight insight check one of the cutthroats after the one that had asked if Kyron, if he was going after anything good? Can I insight check to see if like he's planning on telling people to follow us, or maybe following us himself?
Make an insight check.
That's going to be 19.
I'd say you get the strong feeling that he is getting information to pass on and or to sell.
We should get going, guys. I'm actually with Kyron on this one. It's not good to linger in this gate forever.
Tally ho.
All right. Go forward and careful, huh? In case. Time for a stealth check.
All right, I will give the party pass without a trace.
Is there an inspiration for me to claim?
Shauna smacks you and gives you invisibility.
So we had 10,
Yeah, at 10.
I'm
22.
gonna do Kinku recall for advantage.
My goodness.
Don't worry, Shauna rolled a 3 too.
Oh my god.
She
I
gave
rolled-
herself a bit.
Marvelous rolled a 2.
My goodness.
He's the
I rolled a
guy.
6.
Oh my god.
Natural
Okay.
1.
Oh,
There it is. There it is.
Hey, in my defense, I at least have a disadvantage on stealth checks.
Okay, let me get this then. All right, so Goodnight's got a natural 1.
Jesus.
Marvelous got what?
22.
2. Okay. Palin.
13.
2 drop.
22.
Critters.
32.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Shauna
20.
and Mother Esme.
26.
Nice.
Average of 19.
It sounded like it was going to be a lot worse. So can't be disappointed with the 19.
Pass without a trace.
Yeah, no joke.
In that case, he will lead you. See, excuse me. You begin moving through the outer area of the city very carefully. And he begins pointing out, Carrie-Anne, of see what just looks like odd paint on the walls. Goes, shh, do not wake the paint. You carefully walk past. Doesn't seem to have a reaction. All right. And you travel here for about a good 6 hours. Very slowly, carefully. He pauses as you come upon a street that just looks like it has more rocks than you'd expect. Like, it looks like it's had a bunch of rubble, and you realize as he leads you around it that you don't see any place the rubble would have been taken from. The buildings are not damaged. Like, continues. All right. So far, so good there. Tracks you further down. He stops again as you see a few troves of what look like a mixture, well, essentially 3 tieflings and 3 goblins kind of run by. Let them pass. Continue. It goes, all right. You've made good time. It is time to go through the second wall, eh? And just as dusk is falling, Goodnight trips over a rock. Oh, no. And as this sound goes out, there is a thick mist that comes in like a rushing tide of waves, heavily obscuring the area. The stalkers. Like as he yells, "Quickly, arms up, weapons up, now!"
Goodnight draws his sword, and for a note, if it matters, Goodnight has the alert feat.
Same.
This will not be surprised.
I will. I will produce flame, just a ball of flame, in case I need it.
Absolutely. All right. Yeah. So, I would say, yeah, if it's an action to get it up, it's not necessarily you don't necessarily have that time here, even though you're not surprised. It just basically happens at once. While they can't surprise you, you're still there. He goes, "Stalkers, not good." Roll for initiative.
Yeah. $25.
25.
25.
Whoa!
3.
There it is.
21.
21.
What? One more. Come on.
10.
Okay. All right, and the mist comes in, and there's like movements that do not seem natural. Almost like things move that you cannot quite make. Velas, it is going to be your turn first.
What do I see?
All right. Looking around, what is your passive perception here?
Hold on, let me look. Passive perception is a 22.
Very good. Okay, so in that case, you're able to see 6 shapes moving about the mist.
In front of me?
Kind of all around, surrounding the group.
All right. I will attempt to reach in, pull out some molasses, and we'll see a little bit of arcane energy, kind of twirl it and shoot it forward and cast slow.
All right. What area can it cover?
It can cover a 40-foot cube.
Right. So Artemite got to tell me how many get affected here. Chance, I know you got to grab the cube.
At most, if he goes for the back wall, he can get 2. They're pretty spread out.
Okay, I thought they were more up on us. I see the picture now.
All right. You can do something else if you want. So.
Yeah, I'll cast at the closest one to us. I will actually take out my metal and my amber and my fur and rub it together and cast lightning bolt on it.
Okay. So we'll probably get one of them, or move to get two.
That's okay. Just whichever one's the closest to the group.
Got it.
That's a Dex 20.
All right, so it goes out and a 19, so that's a fail.
That will be 28 points of lightning damage.
Nice. Very good.
And I'll kind of stay right where I am, I guess. That'll be my turn.
And next, see the one that you hit with the lightning bolt. Here, will take its turn. Aim. Here, you see it's got a large bow that it levies in. So, first one against Marvellus is it's going to be 23.
Sure.
Second bow strike is 27 or 26 rather.
Okay.
And the last one only being an 11.
No.
Right. It's 2 hits, so right. And I will need 2 strength saves.
Okay. Just straight strength.
Yeah, saving throw.
I'm a 9 and a 12.
Okay, the 2 hit you, dealing a total of 32 piercing damage and pushing you back 20 feet.
Got it.
That Mother Esme.
These baddies, are they all within 100 feet of each other? Like if I were to draw a line to kind of connect all of them, would it be 100 feet?
It like okay, so Oh, totally. So this is like, is this the fire one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so she gets 10-foot squares that she can connect. She wants to know if she can get them all with the 10-foot squares, but they have to be connecting.
Right.
You gotta tell us their hand when you have a chance.
If she starts with this one and goes that way, she can get them all.
Okay.
Does
If
she
she
hit
starts
any
with-
friendly?
No, she won't hit any friendlies. If she doesn't start with this one, though, she'll miss at least one of them.
Okay.
Okay. So I will. I don't care if it's a bad idea or not. I think it's cool, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So I kind of just reach up my hands and just say, "You shall not block our path," and just rain down fire. So I need them all to
Yes.
make dex saves.
All right. Very good. What's the DC here?
20.
20. Okay. Very good. Okay. We'll start here. So let me do first one. Go ahead, roll your damage.
Mm-hmm. So 41.
Okay, and it's half on a save.
Correct.
Okay, so first one will save. Second one does fail, so they'll take the 41. Third one fails. This one I will pass for 20. And fail for 41. Finally, 19 fails, so they'll take 41. All right, yeah.
Nice
That
job.
burns them good.
All right. That'll be my turn.
Dewdrop.
All right, can I make it to Marvelous? I have 30 feet. Perfect. Okay, I will slide on up there, slap my buddy on the back. Green light will come out, and he will get 27 healing, which actually with a little extra on top, so it'll be 31.
Oh, thanks.
And I'll kind of like look around and just stay there because I think I spent everything I got to get there.
Hey, GM, the music is super loud.
Okay, hopefully that's better. Okay, so that's your movement. And next, we've got Cricket.
I will. A bonus action cast Ensnaring Strike. And with the bow, I will fire at the creature that took shots at Marvelous.
Okay.
And disadvantage, correct?
Yeah.
That is a 17.
That hits.
And that is 9 damage. And Ensnaring Strike does. It makes a strength save of 16.
Okay, yep, pass.
Alright, and I believe it doesn't take damage then as well.
Okay, very
Yep.
good. Anything else?
I'll go ahead and shoot again. That's a 14.
Miss. Whew. Just by the mist. And I believe Shauna.
I'll get
Okay.
out of the group circle, by the way.
Okay,
Well.
so you move out. Very good.
And then after seeing the fire go around and Shauna still seeing flickers of it, she's going to start casting, and you're going to watch her pull a fire elemental out of the fire. And it's going to be right next to the one behind Marvelous.
Nice.
And I'm going to attack with him twice. So that will be a 11 plus 12, or what's my attack? 11 plus 10, so a 21 and a 21.
Yeah, both hit.
Okay, so I'll roll 2d10. And this is fire damage, so that will be 9, 18, 27 fire damage.
Nice. Very good. Anything else?
Nope, that will be my turn.
Okay. Yeah, they signal and they all aim at Esme.
Whoa.
For that. So, first one, the one behind Marvelous. First, actually going to move away, getting the fire elemental a op attack.
Aha. That is going to be a 2 on the die for a 12.
Okay, that will miss. Okay, so I'll do 3 attacks, right? Yep, 3 attacks. So first 3 on the Esme. That is a 25 to hit,
Hits.
and 18 to hit.
Miss.
Ooh, a 28 to hit.
Hits.
That is a crit.
Silvery barbs.
A 14.
Miss.
All right. So that is 1 hit there. So next 3. Miss. 19.
That hits.
Cutting words.
I think that's guaranteed miss, actually, then.
Yep.
Yep. The third one there is Gat going to miss. All right, natural 20.
That hits.
Can I barbs that one?
Yeah. That'll be a miss. 18 for a miss. The last one that they have for a natty 1. Out of
That
9
hits.
shots, 1 hit.
I thought 2 hit. Oh no, that's cutting words, I guess. Okay.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
cutting words.
Cool.
Got it.
Nice.
Good that you get the advantage from me.
Amazing. I do need a strength save. Mother Esme.
Okay. I'm gonna use my inspiration on this that I've had in here since last week. That is a 15.
Okay, 15. All right, that'll push you back 10. No, yeah, 10 feet.
All right, and I'll go ahead and grab an inspiration.
All right, and that is 23 piercing damage for the 1 hit. Okay, good night.
All right. Is there Any within 25 feet of him? Or would he need further? Alright. Good night. We'll go ahead and move there. Because earlier he wasn't able to use his radiant damage, and he's kind of still pouting about earlier. He's going to go ahead and bonus action what's the name of that? It's right there.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Does a 23 hit?
No. 24 is currently my AC without any extra.
Okay. All right. So it misses as it tries to take out a mist. So you get closer now. This thing looks like it's made out of pure mist. As it goes to strike you, you're able to move. It then moves 20 feet away without provoking opportunity.
Ooh. That just makes Goodnight really, really angry, and bonus action Misty Step over to it.
Yeah.
And say, two can play that game, now die. And he's going to swing at it with the advantage.
Love it.
For a nat 20.
Yes, buddy.
Because why not? Third level smite.
Okay.
So in terms of radiant damage, it's going to be 43 radiant.
Nice.
With 20 slashing.
Very
So
good.
A total of 63 damage on that hit.
Nice.
And then come back for another attack. That's going to be as his blade just glows with platinum energy, and then comes back for a second attack, and that's going to be a 21 to hit.
Hits.
And he's going to do a first level smite on this because he's angry and wants it to die. And do you need separation between radiant and non-radiant?
Nope.
Alright. Oh, so many ones. 16 damage.
Okay. Anything else?
No, he will end his turn glaring at it.
Okay. Here we go. A few more attacks at Esme. That is a 27 to hit.
That hits.
A miss. Yep, a 28. So that's a crit. Miss. Another 28 for another crit.
Jeez. They don't like me.
And then a 19.
That hits.
Okay, so 2 hits and 2 crits. So let's get this. Okay, so that's 1, 2. Okay. Okay. That is a total of 112 piercing.
All right.
Oh my god.
So I assume the death ward thing is
Whoa.
long gone, right?
Yeah, death ward is 8 hours.
Yeah. So I'm down.
Okay. So as they go in, and her body, we'll say, is thrown back about 40 feet as they move. They're gonna then, the two of them, use their movement of that is 40, and they're just going to just move it to be as far out as anyone getting with melee, especially Goodnight, as possible, and maintaining their distance from each other as well, seeing some of the magic that's been being done. And Palin, it is your turn.
Palin's gonna use his full movement to try and reach Esme if he can.
You tell them hand. Did they get there?
No, he's a good 15 feet.
15 feet away. Okay. And so he will. What is he gonna do? He is going to erect a wall of force that'll begin in front of him. He's attempting to block off this back right corner of the map, to give us, let's say, five panels 10 foot high of cover that we could get behind.
Okay.
And that'll be his turn.
Okay. Cariel is going to do a mass cure wounds. Rolling real well, given 24 HP all around. Then another one is going to go ahead and get a thing here. So with that, yeah, they're going to stay. They're going to focus fire Shauna. That is 16 to hit.
Oh yeah, I have a 15 AC.
And then a 21 hits, and then a 20. So 3 hits. That is 64 piercing damage.
Oh,
So-
jeez.
I have to make 3 concentration checks or 1.
It would be 3. So let me just.
Okay. Well, the first one I make was a 6 anyway.
Okay,
so
yeah. So
Yeah.
spell's gone.
it goes good. Okay.
All right. Yeah, Etu's just going to be watching anyone getting with a melee, trying to do its best. And Marvelous.
As a bonus action, I'll use Fabulous Present, so everybody has advantage on attack rolls till my next turn.
Nice.
Let's see. Let me do that. And then I guess I'll pull out my rapier and cast Still in Strike and try to get those 3 that are to the left, right of the screen. Start with the first one.
Okay, yeah.
17 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit.
All right. That is 41 points of force damage.
All right. Is that one of the ones that Goodnight was working on, or no?
No, the tall one over by the I can't. It's to the right of the screen. Yeah, that one. That's where I started.
Okay. All right. Cool. Next.
All right. Next will be the one right behind it, I guess. I think it's behind it. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
That is 30 points of force damage.
Nice.
And then I'll try to get to the one where Goodnight is.
Right.
And I think that's the last one I can get to. And that's going to be a 28 to hit.
Hits.
And that is 37 points of magical force damage.
Got it. That one vanishes and is destroyed.
And I'll scoot next to the wall, try to get some cover.
You got it.
And that'll be my turn.
All right, Mother Esme.
Is it death save?
You're healed. You got healed.
Yeah,
a
the
few
cure-
times.
24.
Yeah.
Oh, missed that.
Also, Marvelous, you have a little window here for line of sight.
Sweet.
All right. So, how many enemies are on the field here?
5, I believe.
5. Okay. All right. And I have advantage on all attacks or just one attack?
It says on attacks.
Okay. All right. So there's 5 of them. So what I'll do is I'm going to cast a Scorching Ray because I don't need to see them to do this. So I will do Scorching Ray at 5th level, which gives me 6 of these things.
Nice.
All at advantage. And so I'm going to shoot 2 of them at whoever the least harmed one is, and
Okay.
the others will just go at 1 apiece.
Okay.
All right. So first one. Let's see here. Scorching Ray. There we go. So the first attack is terrible. A 17.
Hits.
Oh, good. So that is 8 fire damage on that one. The next one is also terrible. 17. That one does 2 fire damage. The next one, 18 to hit.
Hits.
That one does 6 fire damage. The fourth one is a 29 to hit.
Hits.
And that one will do 8 fire damage. The fifth one will be a 26 to hit.
Yep.
And that one will do 12 fire damage.
There we
And then the
go.
last one goes to double up on the best looking one. And that one does 30 to hit.
Nice.
And that one will be 5 fire damage.
Okay.
And I will stay put for now. Yeah, that's what I will do.
Okay. So up. Dewdrop.
Okay. Who was it that got absolutely clobbered this round? Was that Shauna or Critters?
Shauna.
All right, and can you point Shauna out on the map to me? Okay, so I can get there. I'm going to run back to Shauna, kind of put my hand on her shoulder, and a green light will emanate, and I will give you 5th level. Here we go. Cure wounds. That's going to be 29 plus. That'll be 30 healing to you. Who else has been hit this round? I know, Esme, you got clobbered. I assume you can take care of yourself for the moment, though.
Yeah, hopefully behind the wall I'm pretty safe.
Okay.
We'll see.
Did anybody else get hit out here?
Palin's good.
I'm gonna yell out like, "Who got hit?"
You took care of me last time.
All right. Everybody looks good. Okay. Then yeah, that's it for me.
Very good. And then Cricket.
Going at the smaller one that's in front of me. I think I'm behind that pillar, correct? That's in the middle.
Oh. Critters. Yeah, what do you want to do?
I will bonus action Withering Tide and have my bugs float me up 10 feet. Am I above the cloud, the fog cover?
No, the fog will still be with you.
Okay, I will go ahead and fire 2 arrows at that small one that's just behind me.
Okay.
For a 28 to hit.
That hits.
And that is going to be 10 damage.
Nice.
And I'll have my swarm follow up and do an extra d6. There it is. For an extra 1 damage.
All right.
And I'll go ahead and shoot again at the same guy. I will... For 22 to hit.
22 hits.
I find my d8, so that'll be 12 damage.
Nice.
And that will be it.
Okay. Shauna.
Okay, are they all spread apart? Or can I get any of them in a 20-foot radius?
And 20-foot radius.
At max, you can get 2 of them.
Okay.
Just depends which 2 you want.
I'll do the 2 that are closer to my side.
These 2?
Yep.
Those are ones Marvellus was beaten on.
Yep. So then I will need dexterity of 18.
Okay. Got a +5 to this. Fail and success.
Okay. So let me roll this. So that will be 28 fire damage.
14. All right, looking bad. All right, anything else?
Nope, that will be my turn.
Okay. Good. Right. Fireball, 2 from across. Aiming at some Shauna. So first hit here is going to be 14.
Haha, that will miss.
Natty 1. And a 14.
Haha.
Second round of 3. 14. That's a little better. 17.
Shield.
Okay.
20 AC.
And a 13. All 6 miss. And they will move the best they can away from especially Good Night. And Good Night, it is your turn.
Alright. Seeing everyone fleeing me, he's going to state, well, you can run and try and hide, but let's see how well you work for it. And you will see his feet start to shake a little bit as he gets a lot faster by casting haste on himself.
Nice.
And then he's going to close the distance to that one in front of the pillar.
All right, how much speed?
50.
50. All right, keep track of how much that is spent. They're going to close the distance. Their reaction.
It's whole 50. He will get there.
Okay, so he's going to reaction strike. That will miss, but then they will move 20 feet without provoking opportunity to get away.
And then Misty Step because I still have my bonus action.
Can't do 2 spells in one round, though.
Oh, that's right. Nope. Yep. Oh, I still have another. I can follow him, but I can't strike. All right. Good catch. He's going to go ahead and move 50 feet towards the 3 on the other side of the building because he sees these 2 are pretty badly injured.
Okay. So those 2 different ones. Does he get within 5 feet of them?
No, he's within 10 of that
Okay.
one.
Right. All right, then we've got these 2 that are going to continue their assault upon Shauna. See what goes down. Natural 1. That is 19.
My shield's still active.
So yeah, miss.
Nice.
Here's something. 23.
Cutting words.
Okay.
Come on.
You know what? It's just 3, so it's still gonna hit.
20. I think 20 misses, doesn't it?
No, that meets AC.
Okay. All right. So that's 1 hit. And the next 3 come in. 16. This misses. Then this is 25, which hits. Then a crit.
Oof.
8.
Can I barbs that one, Matt?
Yeah. That gets it off the crit, but still a hit. All right, so that's 3 hits. Let's do that. Be 98.
Ooh.
Okay, so the total there is going to be 58.
And she
Sure
falls
thing.
over.
Okay. And is pushed back 30 feet at the same time.
Into a wall.
Yeah. Head slams. With that, it is Palin's turn.
Palin is going to activate his winged boots, hop up over the wall so that he can reach Shauna, and he's going to pump a 4th level Cure Wounds into her for that is 29 healing. and then he is going to scramble right back over his wall of force.
Nice.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. We get to the top of the order and the end of our session for tonight. We'll come back for this encounter next week. You watching, thank you so much, and we will see you then.